This is First Coast News at 11.
And we're following breaking news at 11. A large hole is in front of a liquor store after a car smashed right into it.
Yeah, it sure did. It happened in the Riverside area. First Coast News' Jeff Vallon is there live on the scene. So, Jeff, how did this happen?
Well, that's a pretty interesting story, Heather and Anthony. This is the drive-through at Blue Martini Liquor Store here in Jacksonville on Post Street. Right over here is where a driver literally drove through. Now, the manager tells me that the driver pulled up in a black Jaguar to roughly the edge of the parking spot and then inexplicably stopped short, then hit the gas, no brakes, and that is when he went right through the wall. We are told this was not a robbery attempt. We're also told that there were 2 patrons and 2 workers inside. Let's take you inside and show you the damage that happened inside. Again, you'll see a picture of a black Jaguar that pulled up. This is about 7:45 tonight. Now, we did talk with a witness to ask whether he thought that the driver was drunk. He said, first of all, he wasn't injured, but this witness had this speculation as to the condition of that driver.
An expensive car going through a brick wall at a liquor store. I can't imagine the guy wasn't inebriated. Now,
again, so we don't know whether that driver was inebriated or affected. The manager tells me that the driver was not drunk or showing any ill effect, and in fact wasn't injured. The car was able to be driven away, we're told. Now, the manager also tells me that he's not sure whether the driver was arrested or cited in any way. He also tells me that the Blue Martini Liquor Store is nevertheless open, even though there's a hole in the wall. People are able to walk up, and so regular business is keeping until 1 in the morning and then reopening at 9 in the morning, business as usual here. But again, you saw there's this huge hole there in the liquor store, and fortunately no injuries after this happened. Live in Jacksonville, Jeff Vallon, First Coast News on your side.
Wow, so fortunate no one was hurt. Jeff, thank you. And look at this. That was not the first time a car's crashed into a business here on the First Coast recently. It was just last month that a truck smashed right through the front window of this Atlantic Beach business. That was the 4th time at the same business in less than a year.
And just weeks ago in Jacksonville Beach, a van lost control and smashed right into John Phillips' law office. Officials believe the driver had a medical episode. Thankfully, no one was hurt during that crash.
New tonight, a major push is now underway to cut down on crime at hotels over on Jacksonville's south side.
A rash of crime is impacting not only tourism, but safety in surrounding neighborhoods. Our Crystal Bailey is live tonight from the south side, where Councilman Danny Beckton is trying to make some changes, Crystal.
That's right. I'm here on Dix Ellis Trail, just off Bay Meadows. This is one of those hotel areas the city is concerned about. It's where the transgender woman here at the Quality Inn was killed 6 months ago in June. Just up the road, a man was shot and killed at the Days Inn this time last year. But check this out. I am just steps away from the sheriff's office substation. So it's crimes like this the initiative is trying to prevent.
Human trafficking has become a big issue in our industry.
From drug dealing to prostitution to shootings.
Councilman Danny Beckton says a hotel safety and crime prevention initiative is just what the South Side needs.
We've cleaned up University, which used to be on the weekend news on a daily, on a frequent basis. That is now in Bay Meadows, is now in JTB.
He says JSO already has a task force for apartment complexes, but Councilman Beckton is trying to revamp a previously existing crime prevention program for hotels and motels.
It really boils down to hotel owners, how much they are vigilant of their properties.
We checked JSO's crime map, which says over the last 6 months, the area of hotels where JTB meets I-95 has had more than 40 crimes. The area on Dix Ellis Trail off Bay Meadows had about 20 crimes, some of them violent.
If they allow these activities to flourish, then everybody suffers.
Fred Posen owns the Ramada on Hartley Road.
So we want to get ahead of this, and we want to make sure that our efforts are handled in such a way that our guests are always safe when they drive in our driveways.
He's one of the hotel owners pushing for communication between hotels and law enforcement. He says he keeps an eye out for suspicious guests.
We're in a residential community. They want businesses to be safe, because businesses are safe, their residences are safe. They bring friends and family into town. They want those friends and family to be safe.
Now, Posen says he encourages hotels to make sure their guests have valid IDs and substantial credit, and watch whether they have suspicious guests coming and going while they're staying there. If there are future meetings regarding this initiative, if you'd like to learn more, you can visit our website, firstcoastnews.com. I'm reporting live from the South Side. Crystal Bailey, First Coast News, on your side.
All right, thank you, Crystal, for that information tonight. Another story we're following. Have you ever wanted to invest in the high-tech gadgets advertised around the holidays? Well, one local family did, and now they say that they're actually paying for it, and they want to warn you about their experience. Our Shelby Danielson is on your side tonight with this exclusive story, all new at 11.
This is the smartest refrigerator you can put in your home right now. Just check out all of these gadgets. It literally can function just like a smartphone, but one family says it's not so smart itself. They say the whole refrigerator part doesn't work.
We lost all of our food that day when it went down a month ago.
Jordan Faria's family went out on a limb and bought this $4,300 Samsung Family Hub refrigerator.
All of this is empty. We literally have been using this as dry storage.
The Farias describe a saga of dead ends trying to get it fixed. They say first their home warranty company came out with new parts and insisted it was working again.
I opened it up. And it was 75 degrees inside.
That's when the Farias started calling dozens of technicians on their own.
The first thing the guy did is walk through our front door, looked at our refrigerator and said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't work on this refrigerator." And he said, "Well, I'm sorry, ma'am, don't have the tools or the manpower, and I don't have the training for that." And I said, who does?
The answer came from Samsung, who told them
Lakes Electronics is going to be your only person in Northeast Florida that can handle this refrigerator.
She says Samsung's technician delivered the same bad news.
He said, "Okay, well, I can't really tell you how this is going to be fixed because at this time, this job is not created yet."
First Coast News reached out to all involved parties. Samsung quickly responded and sent us a statement saying in part, "We stand behind the quality and innovation of our refrigerators. We regret the experience that the Faria family had with their refrigerator. We have scheduled an authorized service provider to inspect their unit."
I'm just worried that they're just telling me that you are coming out on Monday just so that I wouldn't do this report tonight.
The Farias are concerned this next appointment was made just because they shared their story publicly. Meanwhile, Samsung is still looking into our questions over their technician training. In the meantime, they'll have to use their backup refrigerator outside or coolers to keep things cold. We'll, of course, keep you updated. In Orange Park, Shelby Danielson, First Coast News, on your side.
Shelby, thank you. And First Coast News is getting you results tonight, less than 24 hours after contacting us. Last night, we told you how thieves broke into cars parked outside of Orange Theory on County Road 210 in St. Johns County. Well, gym goers complained that there were no lights in the parking lot that were working in the morning in that area. After our story aired, crews were out today repairing those lights in the Johns Creek Shopping Center. And if you have an issue you would like our On Your Side team to investigate, First Coast News will be out in the community this Monday. Ken Amaro will be at Grinders American Diner. That's from 9 a.m. till noon.
A Jacksonville woman is in the hospital tonight after her home went up in flames. This is new video at the height of the fire. This all happened in Durkeeville around 5:30 tonight. Firefighters say the woman managed to escape just in time. However, we're told she did receive some injuries and is at UF Health. The home sustained significant damage. A medical examiner now confirms 19-year-old Jessie Malcolm died of meningitis. The college freshman is from St. Augustine. Last month, she was found dead inside her apartment in Tallahassee. Her parents suspected meningitis, and now a new autopsy report confirms it. A local man sentenced to death is being moved from a St. Johns County jail to death row. Last week, a judge handed down the death penalty to James Colley. He was convicted of murdering his estranged wife and her friend the same day he violated a restraining order.
Thousands of college students were caught off guard today when their school suddenly closed its door without any notice. Virginia College shut down all of its campuses across the country, including here in Jacksonville. Officials say there are more than 500 local students and 100 staff members are now in the dark about their future. Students have been instructed to check ecacolleges.com to request a transcript. Now, this is not the first for-profit college to close in Jacksonville in the past few years. At least 3 schools left students in limbo, including Heritage Institute, ITT Tech, and Sanford Brown College.
The powerful tornado that swept through Kings Bay over the weekend is now being upgraded to an EF3 tornado. The National Weather Service says winds reached 144 miles an hour and the tornado was a half mile wide. The last EF3 to hit the First Coast was back in 1960 in Lake City.
Well, in case you missed it, there was real snow tonight in Hemming Park. It was the first time a lot of these kids had ever seen snow in Florida. And they made it just for Art Walk this evening. You know, tonight temperatures are dropping, and storm expert Tim Deegan is tracking this cold spell for us. Tim?
Thank you, Heather. And so that we don't have parents rush down to Hemming Plaza right now, it looked like real snow. Okay, no precipitation today, folks. Temperatures are above freezing. They are going to drop. I do want to go back to the story that Anthony talked about. And I want to make sure you understand how anomalous, how odd it was for an EF3 tornado. So when Anthony said the last time that there's been an EF3 tornado was since 1960, that's not just for the month of December or for winter. We're talking about any time during the year. It's been almost 60 years, pretty phenomenal. There was an amazing amount of energy in the atmosphere last weekend, and there's going to be a lot of energy in the atmosphere this weekend and this winter. So that doesn't mean that we're going to have any more EF3s. Hopefully it'll be another 60 years. But again, it's going to be a very energized winter. With that said, let's talk about the cold. No doubt about it. You look at these temperatures in the lower 40s. Right along the river, we still have middle 40s now around the beaches, but some middle 30s out there. But we're not talking about record cold. We're not talking about a hard freeze. You don't have to worry about your pipes. We're talking about a freeze warning for some. Officially, it's north and west of Duval, a brief light freeze. But even where it's not going to be a brief light freeze, it's going to be cold in the morning. This is how we're going to start as we head back to work and school. Maybe briefly to 32 just north of the airport, far west side. Otherwise, briefly 30 to 32 degrees, middle and upper 30s along the river, and then out around the beaches. Then on Thursday, a beautiful, bright, sunny day, highs of 60, not as windy, so wind chill not a factor. And if you just love the sun and you want to pick your day, tomorrow's the day. It's probably going to be the sunniest day we're going to have for days to come. Salt lifers, winds will be lighter as well because the barometer, which had been rising at about a millibar every 6 hours, is going to be steady. That's high pressure, folks. But for you barometer watchers that like to be your own forecasters, the barometer, the barometric pressure is going to drop in a big way this weekend. That's a sign of the storm on the way. So there's our high pressure with the cold air and the clear skies and the dry air that's helping out. Eventually, we'll see the Satilla and the Altamaha and the Swanee and the Santa Fe drop. But that's not going to be till after the weekend. And unfortunately, by the weekend, rain on the way. Going to be a guarantee. Some of the rain will be heavy, unfortunately. And it does look like there will be some severe weather. We'll, of course, become more confident with the details as we get closer to the weekend. For now, I think the heaviest of the rain, the highest risk of stormy weather will be late Saturday through the first half of Sunday, and then more chill returns Monday.
All right, thank you, Tim. It's a story that is going viral on social media. A teenage girl is in the fight for her life at the Mayo Clinic.
17-year-old Chrissy Vandervelden has been in a coma for 1 week now after her health rapidly declined from cystic fibrosis. On your side's Bethany Anderson tonight has her story.
What is the only thing that you would like for Christmas?
My daughter home, healthy and happy. Our family together again.
For William and Elena Vandervelden, it's been a tough year. Their daughter, Chrissy, born with cystic fibrosis, has had 3 surgeries since June. A few months ago, Elena herself was rushed to the hospital for West Nile virus.
It's just been one blow after the other all year.
To make matters worse, a few days after Chrissy's 17th birthday back on November 15th, her health declined so rapidly she went into a coma. And eventually, doctors told Williams he needed to prepare to say goodbye to his daughter.
I'm not sure what's worse, being told that your kid might die or your kid isn't waking up because of brain damage.
But just before our interview, a miracle happened.
Are you happy about that? Yeah.
You know, her eyes shifted and her head tilted a little bit.
And now she's even answering questions by nodding.
Yeah. No.
Chrissy is a spunky teenager who loves special effect makeup. Even in the hospital during Halloween, she managed to pull off this spooky look. And on top of that, she's an incredible artist. But above anything else, her father says she's a fighter.
Even if it doesn't end happily ever after. I don't have loss, I have 17 years of blessing. And in her room, at home, wherever, I'm a better person for her being in my life.
Both of Chrissy's parents are retired Navy veterans, so they kind of live on a fixed income. With Christmas around the corner and desperate repairs needed inside their home before she gets out of the hospital, if you would like to help the family, we provided that information on our Facebook page as well as our website, firstcoastnews.com. Reporting near the Mayo Clinic, Bethany Anderson, First Coast News, on your side.
Thank you, Bethany. Tonight, the search is still on for a vandal who shattered the front window of a popular barbecue joint. You can see the man pick up the water meter cover there. Then he threw it at the Bearded Pigs window in San Marco. Now, this wasn't the only business vandalized last night in the area. If you know who this man is, you're asked to call police.
Tonight, former President George H.W. Bush is lying in repose at the St. Martin's Episcopal Church in Houston, Texas. And that is where there will be another funeral service tomorrow. Meanwhile, people on the First Coast are remembering President Bush. When he came to Jacksonville, campaigning here for re-election back in 1992, two First Coast News journalists had the chance to speak with him exclusively.
August the 3rd, 1992. I'm coming to work and somebody said, hey, Dylan's got a one-on-one with the president.
I was so excited because the first president I ever met through work, and gosh, I was to be able to tag team it with Bill was just an honor.
We were all excited because we were going to get to meet the president, and we've all shot a lot of presidents lots of times over and over, but rarely you get to be a one-on-one. And we were the only channel in town that had it.
We were up, down elevators, through hallways, and there were curtains everywhere. We waited for a little while, and we didn't know if they were going to take us somewhere else or if he was coming to literally where we were standing.
All of a sudden, there he came around the curtain. He immediately stuck his hand out, looked us all in the eye, and said, "Fancy meeting you guys here." We knew in the few minutes that we were with him, he had no air of importance. He was just your uncle. He was just your friend.
Very friendly, approachable.
This is the actual print from the White House photographer. It says on the back, official White House photography. I kept on using that mic and the flag for years, I guess, but I always knew which one it was. And one day I retired it.
It was a highlight of my news career, and still is to this day. And it was just a great opportunity to see and meet, and literally touch, shake his hand, and be part of something special in Jacksonville. It was an honor.
So many precious memories. I've loved hearing all the stories.
I know, love it.
Yeah. Well, trampolines, a trapeze, even dodgeball.
So there's an exciting event for the entire family this weekend, and we're going to tell you where you can get in on all the fun still ahead.
Plus, this time tomorrow night, we'll know if the Range Vikings repeated as the Class 4A state champions. Ahead, find out who Duran Wiley is crediting with putting his team back in position to repeat. Folks, we're pumping up the volume. Next in sports.
From the Farrah and Farrah Sports Desk, it's First Coast Sports.
2017 was 2017. Here's 2018. And my question to them was, what have we accomplished in 2018? And everybody said nothing. I said, well, then that's our motivation.
Oftentimes in sports, coaches have a hard time motivating their teams after winning the state championship, but that has not been the case for Duran Wiley over at Reigns. Wiley says his squad has had a championship mentality and work ethic since the spring, and his seniors have done a great job holding the underclassmen accountable. One of those seniors, the man there on your screen, the all-time leading rusher Brandon Marshall, who told me this week he wants nothing less than the state title. Here's Wiley talking about what Marshall means to the program.
4.0 student. A guy, not only is he the best player on the field every Friday night, he's the hardest working player on the field doing practice. And he's the same guy every day. He brings his hard head every day, his lunchbox, and he just comes to work. He is just the ultimate team player.
It means a lot because that means my old line been putting in a bunch of work, and they put in a lot of work over the 4 years. So it's all due to my old line, and they came, the preparation they coming in with this week, it should help us win state.
So starting tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock, our live coverage will kick off and continue at 5:30, 6, 7, and 11 of Rain's run to the state title. The Class 4A state championship game is slated to kick off tomorrow night at 7. If you have not already done it, be sure to download the First Coast News app because we'll be sending push alerts with updates throughout the game. Jaguars playing 2 games in 5 days and doing it on short rest, but the team is getting what they've been asking for this season, the spotlight. The Jags will tackle the Titans in prime time in front of a national TV audience tomorrow night. It's something they want.
Yeah, to an extent, but you know, it kind of helps that we've already played this team once, and you know, it's a familiar team to us. But everybody, you know, we kind of banged up a little bit. Everybody kind of got to get healthy.
I love to play under the lights. I think anybody who plays this game or plays a sport of entertainment, I think they love the big moment.
No, not really. Just trying to get out there and win a game. You know, that's the main goal. You know, for the next couple of games we have. You know, not really focus on if we're arrested or not.
First from you, our athlete of the week only moved to Jacksonville 2 years ago, but he's had a lasting impact on the Bishop Kenny basketball program. He's Noah Semple, the Crusaders starting center. Noah is originally from New York City. He joined the team before the start of his junior season, leading the Crusaders to the regional semifinals where they lost a heartbreaking triple overtime game to the Trojans of Ribault. Noah and 7 other seniors are back this year and chomping at the bit to make it even further this season. And for Noah, that extra year under his belt has made a big difference.
Last season was basically like a challenge for us. My first year being here, how to get used to the new system and how everything works in the offense.
He's really grown a lot, both in the classroom and on the court since he's been here. Great young man who plays extremely hard, so we're excited to see him put that entire year of work he had last year, everything he did this summer and the fall going into the season, put it to good work this season.
If you know of a student athlete who's doing well in the sport of sports they play and should be nominated as our Athlete of the Week, get to the sports section of firstcoastnews.com, fill out the Athlete of the Week form. You can simply email your nomination to sports@firstcoastnews.com. Hashtag Team Sideline. The only team outside of Rain still competing for a state championship, the Mandarin Mustangs. And there's the man, Carson Beck, the Alabama commit. Always post your photos on Twitter and Instagram using the hashtag Team Sideline. We're back after this timeout.